welcome back to my channel. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, you are welcome, and my name is Blessing Albright. I really do hope that you stick around and you use the subscribe button. You can also turn on the notifications bell so that you get alerted every time I make a new video. So today guys, we are going to be talking about some of the best places to live in the UK. So I've already made a video about the cheapest cities to live in the UK, but if you are all about looking for the best cities to stay in and you don't mind the money and all of that, this video is for you. So let's get right into it. Recently, I was having a conversation with a friend who happened to get 2 job offers in different parts of the UK, and the person was trying to decide on what city would be best for them. So yeah, we were just trying to analyze the person's circumstances and trying to, figure out what city would work best for the person's lifestyle. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be giving you the list of the top 10 best cities in the UK. So guys, coming in at number 10 on this list is Leeds. So what are the pros of living in Leeds? Number 1, it is home to 3 universities. Number 2, it has a booming retail and leisure sector. And number 3, it's the largest city in Yorkshire and provides many opportunities. Number 4, it is an epicenter to some of the most breathtaking views. So if you're into views like me, you should definitely check out Leeds. So this will be really good for students because there is not 1 but 3 universities. So you can expect that there will be a great number of students in the city, so you can find people to relate with and you can, get into a community of like-minded people. So coming in at number 9, guys, is Liverpool. Liverpool is very popular. We all know Liverpool because of the football team. So yeah, Liverpool is famous for its atmosphere and friendliness, and the people of Liverpool have a strong sense of community. So if you are into that kind of stuff, you should check out Liverpool. Anyway, apart from its fantastic reputation, Liverpool also has some nitty-gritty facts that make it a popular place to settle in. The cost of housing in the city is far less than you would usually get from major British cities, and the level of education is boosted by Liverpool's 2 successful universities. Liverpool's location also allows quick access to the English Northwest, connecting you quickly to other cities such as Chester and Manchester. So what are the pros of living in Liverpool? Number 1, it has a fantastic history and culture, and it has a vibrant atmosphere that is unmatched, guys. Number 2, the friendly people and the strong sense of community that comes with living in Liverpool. Number 3, it has lower house prices compared to other cities. So yeah. And number 4, it has connections to other major cities, so you can easily travel from Liverpool to other cities and move around. Number 8 is Bristol. Bristol is located in the southeast of the UK, and it has a reputation for being the place for startup companies to call home. So that means there are lots of startups in Bristol. So Bristol is also an ideal place for employees and employers, and education levels are at a national high. Alongside Bristol's urban status is the reputation of outstanding beauty that goes before it. So if you're a lover of pretty cities, then Bristol should definitely be on your list. So what are the pros of living in Bristol, guys? Number 1, it is a city of rich English culture. Number 2, it has fantastic business promises because of the high number of startups there has. It has a reputation for being one of UK's greenest cities. It is close to many English countryside spots, and it has top schools and universities, and is a great option for hiking and doing outdoor activities. So at number 7, guys, we have Glasgow. Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland and one of the largest cities in the whole of the UK. Although Glasgow has gotten quite popular, but the cost of living has remained relatively low, sitting at 10% cheaper than the rest of the UK. So what are the pros of living in Glasgow? Number 1, the cost of living in Glasgow is cheaper than many large UK cities. Number 2, it has a high chance of employment. Number 3, education success is at an all-time high. Coming in at number 6 on the list of the best cities to live in the UK is Southampton. So what are the pros of living in Southampton? Number 1, Southampton is home to strong maritime culture. It has beautiful coastlines south of the city. It has two renowned universities. It has affordable housing, and it's only an hour from London if you want to occasionally commute from Southampton to London. One of my former managers who works in Southampton, I know that she sometimes has London clients that she has to come physically to work for. So she commutes from Southampton down to London, and she is able to go back all within the same day. So if you still want to visit London, for example, then Southampton is a relatively good place for you to settle. So coming in hot at number 5 is Reading. The city of Reading is an ideal place to live if you don't want to be surrounded by the manic hustle and bustle of London, but you still want to stay pretty close to it, right? It has great commute time. I think it's about only 1 hour drive from London. So if you want to stay close to London but not exactly live in it, you should definitely consider Reading. Reading has large companies such as Microsoft, Cisco, and Oracle having their headquarters in Reading. So you know that job opportunities will definitely abound. Reading also plays host to a great university, guys, the University of Reading. So if you are a student and you're looking for a university, you should definitely consider University of Reading. If you also have children, Reading has a good number of schools that you can check out. Now let's talk about the pros of living in Reading, right? So number 1, we mentioned proximity to London. You can actually get to London from Reading with a train of only 30 minutes. It is home to multinational companies. It has strong university presence, and it has booming nightlife and restaurant scene. So at least Reading is still one of those cities that if you still want to have an active nightlife and you still want to, pop in some restaurants, you can definitely consider Reading. Also, it has a good number of schools that you can enroll your children in. So let's move on to number 4. At number 4, guys, we have the city of Manchester. Manchester is one of the UK's most famous cities. I mean, we all know that. What are the pros? What are some of the pros of living in Manchester? It has high employment levels and relatively low cost of living. It has vibrant restaurants, retail, and nightlife. So yeah, if you're all about that vibe. It's a great location for students and student life. It has great universities, guys, and it just generally just has a more relaxed way of life compared to, hustle and bustle of London and all of that. Anyway, so moving on to the third one. At number 3, we have Birmingham, guys. Birmingham is known as the second city. It resides in the Midlands, geographically the center of England. It's basically at the heart of England, right? So if you are looking for a city like London, but it's not really London, you should definitely look into residing in Birmingham. So what are some of the pros of living in Birmingham? Number 1, it's a central location in the UK. So we already talked about how it's in the middle of England, basically. So you have access to west, east, north, and several other places if you want to travel. 2, it is on the rise economically, which means they are creating more jobs and opportunities. So Birmingham is definitely a place that you want to put on your job searches and set job alerts and all of that. Number 3, the cost of living is lower than London with the same level of wages. Oh my god. So there's this scam. I won't say it's a scam, yeah, but there's this thing that employers do where they say, oh, because the job is based in London, we're going to be paying you slightly more than people that are staying outside London. But when you look at the difference, you're like, is it really worth it though? But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? So Birmingham promises that it will pay you the same amount, but you have a lower cost of living. I think that sounds fair enough to me. But anyway, number 4, Birmingham is home to a thriving multicultural society and history. They have excellent universities and is a great place for students to live. Okay, moving on to the second one, guys. So at number 2, we have Edinburgh. Edinburgh is one of the UK's major cities and is the capital of UK's northern country, Scotland. It has this calmness to it, but at the same time, it has this hustle and bustle that you can find in major cities like London, right? It has relatively low crime rates and a high level of educational opportunities. Edinburgh is one of the best cities in the UK for families. The city is well known in the UK as being home to famous cultural festivals such as the Edinburgh International Festival. So let's list some of the pros of living in Edinburgh. Number 1, it's the capital of Scotland, which means it provides lots of opportunities. It has lots of cultural events that you can check out, and lots of festivals that they do. It has a high level of educational opportunities. It is ideal for families. It has a low level of crime compared to the rest of the country, and it's a walkable city with excellent public transport system. They also it's also heaven for Harry Potter fans. Oh god. Anyway, I'm a big time Harry Potter fan. I've read the book like 10 times and I've watched the movie like probably half that. Anyway, so yeah, I should probably check out Edinburgh one of these days. Anyway, coming in hot at number one is London. We should probably have like drum roll in this point. Anyway, London is the capital of England, guys, and it is the largest city in the UK, and it is where I currently live. Currently, like I have plans of living. Anyway, I don't know about that. Anyway, so London is the largest city in the UK and has grown into one of the biggest cities in all of Europe. This vibrant and multicultural city is one of the best cities in the UK for expats. Expats meaning talents from abroad, right? As it is home to large communities of adventurers who now call the UK home. So, regardless of what you're looking for, London has something for everyone. In addition to major landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, Tower Bridge, and Big Ben, London has a good deal of museums, art galleries, and historical sites to keep a London resident constantly entertained. Guys, you know that's true. You know that's true. The city also fronts a number of beautiful gardens, parks, and urban woodlands for an active outdoor lifestyle. London is also a paradise for foodies with plenty of amazing bars, restaurants. Guys, you can literally be walking on one street of London, and from the beginning of the street and to the end, you can actually literally see restaurants. There's a particular street in central London that I've walked past, and guys, from the beginning to the end, it was full of restaurants left and right. It was like being in a heaven of restaurants. Anyway, I'm probably going to make a video on some of my favorite things about living in London. So yeah, let me not start with that. So yeah, whether you are looking for work, trying to raise a family, or you want to study, London has things for it has everything, literally. So of course, some of the downsides to this is of course the high cost of living and all of that, but to be honest, we survive, we will survive, everybody survives. So yeah, so let's list the pros of living in London. Number one, it's a huge city with endless job opportunities. Number two, it is home to many expat communities. It has an excellent transport network that I can definitely attest to. Then it is a city of culture and history, and it has plenty of green spaces. Anyway, with this, guys, we have now come to the end of this video. I hope some of the points in this video will better help you make a decision as to what city to live in if you are considering moving to the UK. If you have found any of this useful, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section, as this will help the channel to grow. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.